Brian Hernandez rides Runway Giant, the J.P. Morgan Jessamine. Tell me about her last race. Tough beat down at Churchill.
Yeah, it was a tough beat down at Churchill. She faced the boys, but she got beat by another filly that day. She ran a gutsy race, first time going 2 turns and first time facing winners. She just came up a nose short that day. I thought she got up. She was a jump late. Jump after the wire, she was in front, and then 3 after the wire, she was 4 in front.
How do you think she'll move forward off that?
She should move forward quite well. I mean, Ian's very high on her. She's worked well the last few works. He was really high on her. He thought about running her back in the Alcibiades, and he decided to go with the Jessamine instead. It looks like a little easier route, so we'll see how she handles it on Wednesday.
Turf may be a little softened up. Will that be an issue?
Yeah, turf will be a little softened, but it was soft that day at Churchill. She ran a big second, so it shouldn't be an issue for her.
What stood out to her? You rode her to her maiden win the first time. What stood out about her that day?
I'm sorry?
What stood out about her that day she broke her maiden?
Yeah, she was great that day. She was much the best that day. We were way on the outside and just kind of kept her out of trouble, and she ran by those fillies down at Ellis really easy, and she did it the right way.
Anything that you learned about her in those 2 races is going to help you on Wednesday?
Yeah, I've worked her a bunch of times, and I've kind of learned a couple of little quirks with her, and it should help us move forward on Wednesday.
A couple questions about Fort Larned. Tell me about the last race and what impressed you or what you like most about it.
His last race was big. He was coming off of a little bit of a clunker in the Whitney, and he came back in the homecoming there, and he ran a really, really big race. He had worked well going into it, and it should set us up really good to hopefully repeat back in the Classic.
How close is he to last year coming into that race?
He's as good as last year. I think we had a couple rough spells this year with him falling out the gates and stuff like that, and then the bad race quick back at Oak Lawn, but he seems like he's back to the Fort Lorne of last year. We'll see.
What's he meant to you?
He's great. I mean, he changed my career greatly. I mean, he opened up a lot of doors, and we'll always be thankful for him.